Alright, let's see if I know how to do this still. Hello, good to see everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Sanctuary Social for the week. I am your host, Prof. Wisteria. Hope you're doing well. Game, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I have been doing alright. I hope you have been too. We are here to play some Infinity Wars. So let's go and check what the mutator of the day is. So the mutator is going to be Void Storm and Unending Growth. So at the end of each turn, deal 3 damage to a random character in each support, defense, and assault zone. And Unending Growth is keep gaining additional resources past hand. Ah, interesting. And our stamp card for the day is Ascended. He ascended. So that'll be pretty cool. We'll definitely have to give that a shot at some point here. That's interesting to see the Unending Growth there, but also, you know, a little bit of pinging happening. We'll see how that ends up going. Anyways, my plan for today with you all on stream was had Fang send me a deck list here today of what they've been kind of building as like a counter Nero deck here and refining over the last bit. And we're gonna take a look at it here and see what we think of everything in it. I'm gonna bring it up. This, if you are interested too in getting a bit of a deck clinic here today or anything like that, we can work on that. Just let me know. It'd be good to go and work with you on that. So first off, let's look at our commanders. So we have Texera the Unseen. So when a card is removed from a graveyard by an effect we control, she gains +2/+2. Yes, Ascended is the he extended his stamp card. It's so good. Good to see you, Fang. But I should have waited for you to actually start reviewing this, but we're just getting going. So Texera here gives us +2/+2 when a card is removed from a graveyard by an effect we control. So either one of them. She gains +2/+2, and when she leaves combat, so not like necessarily attacking or defense, if she survives, you return her to your hand and you create a 4/4 undead for every 4 attacks she had. So off of one graveyard effect, you know, she goes up to an 8/8 and makes 2 zombies. Oh, increase it? Okay. Oh, showing me as on the bottom end of my yellow, and I turned it down a notch because it was starting to peak into red, but sure, thank you. So Texera here ends up being rather strong throughout. This is better than I thought it would be. Good now, perfect. Okay, yeah, we're peaking down to a bit higher than we normally would, but I'm probably being a bit quieter. So we end up in a funny situation here where, you know, you quite casually can remove 2-3 cards in the course of like a turn or two, and she can get really out of hand because she just keeps returning on. Oh, is it not? Why is that not working? What happened? What happened here? Hello, V-Bridger. You are... There we go. It was not connecting to the one software, right? And I just reconnected it. Thank you. Apparently, I needed to double check stuff before I started today. Okay. So, you end up being able to create a lot of these 4/4 undeads here with this attack here. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for telling me. If I didn't notice it because I try not to actively watch my monitor as much because I'd rather watch chat and look at what I'm doing on the stream. Usually I check that beforehand, but I guess I just didn't do my head shake. Our second commander here is Aletta, Immortal Sufferer, one of my favorite Alettas here. She has a Resurrection 5, and she can be exhausted to remove a character from your graveyard. This is a removing effect. To create a 4/4 undead, and it gets removed if it dies. Solid ability, has a Aletta stat line. Get resurrected very easily here with the turn. Nah, now Avatar's perfect. Thank you. Avatar of Wisteria. Creating undead here creates more swarms for you. Fine to have this just sitting in command zone. Our last one here kind of makes Texera fire off here, which is Soldier of Purity. 7/7 for 3/5 morale. Flying, and when she enters combat with the enemy fortress, remove the top 3 cards of your opponent's graveyard. This is where we're getting a lot of the controlling of the graveyard. So, and this is our consistent way of getting it going. Very, you know, a 7/7 with flying for 3 is probably almost on curve. Maybe it like an 8/8 might be on curve for that, but like very, very powerful. Actually, that's an interesting question. I'll ask you all in chat here. Is Soldier of Purity above curve being a 7/7 flying for 3? I think she might be. I think she is. And we're ignoring the removing top 3 cards. That's addition, and that's even better, because that just absolutely wrecks out decks like what I play, like Nero. So, very nasty card. I don't like to see this in the command zone. This is great. All right. So we have 2 Equilibrium, 2, so its cost is equal to our maximum resources. So this is the one thing you're doing on the turn you play it. And of course, the later in the game you play it, the better it is typically, because there's more deployed characters to have to help set the 0. Or set the 1, not 0, jeez. And this ends up being really useful at just creating situations where your opponent's big toughness creatures are just not in the not in their range of anymore for toughness. We don't exactly have many direct damage spells within Overseers, so this ends up being kind of the way to do that. Okay. With the Flame Dawn 3 cost support zone character damage, perhaps. Oh, the sniper? Let's see. I believe that might even be in this deck. Well, like, let's look. Ferocious Flyer, 6/4 flying charge for 3 with 5 morale. Like, she's better than this, right? Like, charge is valuable, but, like, is charge worth a whole, like, difference? 1 power, 3 defense, and a removing from the graveyard ability just for charge? That's a lot of difference. Let's see here. Flame Dawn, and that one is, I believe, 3. Yeah, it's probably our closest comparison here is Ferocious Flyer, and that's even still needing some sleep, Overseers. Just to be able to have it in your deck building. Alright, so our next card here, Equilibrium, funny card. Buried below here, create a Risen in your yard, put the top 2 cards of your deck into the graveyard. Solid little consistency boost. Ransacker. Vicious Ransacker's good. Okay, let's see here. Vicious Ransacker. And... well, look it up. I don't know if I'll look it up right now. I think that was the comparison, was the Ferocious Flyer. That's a good comparison for it. Like, I feel like it might even be better than... Wait, I just added a card accidentally. Let me discard this. Vicious Ransacker, yeah. Okay, we'll look it up. Vicious Ransacker here. 3, 8/6, so a little stronger, a little weaker. Deals 4 damage to enemy characters in the support zone when it deals damage to a fortress. 5 morale too. I don't think this is a direct comparison because this isn't a flyer. But it's understandable why you'd go into that range. Okay, so we got our first big problem with this deck. We have 56 cards in here. That's way too many. That's way too many cards. We gotta cut this down. Okay, let's think about it. Okay, so Equilibrium, I think, is a card I would probably get cut here. But let's go through the full list here. Buried Below, create some more space, create some cards in your discard pile. I'm not the biggest fan of Buried Below, but I know people use this card well. Where's this funny mirror thing through a social mark there? Carrion Creeper here, an 8/5 for 1, has Deadly in the Assault Zone, and you have to, it's either a 3-drop or sacrifice a deployed character. Oh, is the chat thing not working this time? Yeah, it's okay. Don't tell me these things. You tell me these things, okay? I thought I had refreshed this to maybe get it working. Let me check here. And refresh this. Okay, try typing something. I want to see if that works. Yes, that looks like it works. How big do we have this? Like, maybe like that? Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, it's sometimes finicky. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Game helped me out by giving me the right link for that, because my old link wasn't working anymore, so I'm glad that Game had that, because that means I have chat now. So, we have our Carrion Creeper here. Just pretty solid little beater. Has Deadly. It is nice that you have the different ways of paying for it, but this is really says a 3-drop or like a value card, and I'm not seeing a card to sacrifice to that yet, but we shall see what we can do. Here's one though that can do it. 1-drop, what turn 1 grave drop, turn 2 Aletta. Yeah, but like, sorry, for that though, like Alettaing it there, like you're spending your mana on turn 1, and then your Aletta activation on turn 2 to create a 4/4 undead. Like, it's okay, but I don't know. It's like, it's still just a 4/4, right, on turn 2, and like, yeah, it seems alright. We'll have to see how that ends up going. So we have Corn here, 2/2 Angel, creates an extra Angel token. This is perfect for sacrificing the Carrion. This card just gives us a bulk of numbers, and 2 bodies for 1 resources is just great. We're running 2 Banish right now, 8 damage target character. If it's killed, it removed it instead. I do not think this is a good good card to run into. Because we're removing it, we don't have our interactions with the graveyard. And 8 damage for 3 is just not enough, I feel. This is... We're kind of a little bit of a nombo here by not working with the idea of the cards going to the graveyard and being removed. But this is direct damage, and we might need to have a critical mass of direct damage. So we're at 2 of that. I think I'd cut that, but we're going to review everything. Fight Another Day. Funny, silly. This is a silly little card here. Return target character on the battlefield to its owner's controller's hand. It can be used on your own stuff, too, to save it. It's always going to be delayed, Fang. That's just how the internet works. Because it goes... There's probably about a 20-second delay between when you see things going, because the fact that it goes to me, streams through what I'm saying, gets gets displayed, and it's like... There's usually about a delay of, I think it's about 6.5 seconds on that, on each end of it. Plus general lag and that, so it's like, you know, probably 15 seconds. It can get faster with certain things, but... It's something. We got it going. Fight Another Day here. Returning target character on the battlefield to its controller's hand can be very useful late game. Not as good early game. Solid enough card here. We have it at 2. I think that's fine. Cautionary measures here. So for a 3-drop, we have Soul here. We're looking sick. Remove the top 3 characters in your graveyard. All characters you control get +X +O until end of turn, where X is the number of cards removed this way. So... Why are we running this? Remove the top 3 cards in your graveyard, so that effect works for the main ability of Taxera. All characters you control get +X, so +3, and the number 3. This might be digging too deep into the bucket for the Taxera synergy. And this is at 3 right now. But isn't it a bad pump? And this isn't... It's only for an end of turn. You have to remove... Like... Not bad. But I don't think this quite feels like it's above... At the point where this is power level high enough for it. Skittering Tide. Create 3/3 insects on your solid defense and support zone. This gives you a bunch of tokens to play with for 3. It's 9/9 worth of stats. Sick. Sick card. Cassiel the Selfless. This is one of our Margaret Golem abilities here, where we redirect damage to her. She ascends and gains flying with that damage. Yeah, Taxera will give you that, but it's also, like... It's a very much... I don't like running a card that relies on another card to be good. And less than half of your deck is creatures. Or is... in what we want. So when we're looking at it here, so we have 24 characters in the deck here. And it's the top 3 characters. So yeah, you get a crazy boost off of Taxera with the swing in there too, right? So like assuming all 3 characters going off of it, Taxera gains +3, then she also gains the 3 characters being removed from the yard, which will give her 6, which gives us 9 extra swing, which equals 2 undead. I think this might be a 1 or 2 of and not a 3 of, but it is cute. Cassiel, fantastic at buying you time so that your good things don't get destroyed. She is a very brave soldier. Aerial Champion of Tendency. This is a solid card. This is a token generator. It's a 6/6 here. We're going to create, she enters and attacks. Create 2/2 Angel Flying. That's the sick card. It can take away games. Soldier of Purity. We saw this one here. You're only running 2 of it. This is a mistake. You should be running 3. Soldier of Purity. Yeah, we already kind of reviewed it, but here's our extra 2 in deck, but I think we need 3. 2 more Taxera the Unseen. I feel like, especially if we're going with the idea of the 3 precautionary measures, that we want to increase Taxera up to 3 in deck so that we can consistently see it. Especially with the fact that you're over count on this. I think that makes a ton of sense to me. Guns of Goliath. I never really like this card, but it is exactly what this deck wants. 3 of it is correct. Just all characters gain +2/+2. This is fine. I don't think this card's impactful enough, but I've also been destroyed by this deck a lot, so what do I know? 2 Kali Ascendeds here. Characters removed by Kali are removed. We have a non-synergy here. Flame Strike does a little bit of damage there. Flying 12/8. I think the fact that her main ability doesn't work means that we're basically just playing her as a damage profile. I think she's better in the command zone as a damage profile and not in the deck, so I think I'd probably remove Kali, even though I know for Fang she's a special lady, and Fang would want to probably at least keep 1 in her deck. We have Ascended here, 6/10 for 4. With Flying, pay 2, decrease your maximum resources by 2, create 2 6/6 Angel Spirits with Flying. This is a sick card. This creates an absurd amount of cards here, but it comes around with the big balance point of, ooh, you're paying your resources, but you're getting some pretty nasty tokens. When this card's bad, though, this card is bad to rip off the top of the deck. Running 2 of it seems fine. I think that's right. This isn't a 3 of, but this is a pretty good solid 2 of. But we'll see if it is the right card with it after we kind of review everything. Heaven's Assistance, create 2 X/2/2 Angels, where X is number of creatures in play. 2 of them. This is, I think, a 1 of, if that. This is funny. This basically just says, Sleepers, stop doing your thing. Stop doing that, Sleepers. And create a bunch of angels for it. Not bad. Raise Dead, 2 of them here. Raise target creature from a graveyard to your support zone under your control. You're getting rid of your creatures in your graveyard, though, with other effects here. But it's any graveyard. You can take your opponent's stuff. You can use their game plan. You're getting rid of your opponent's graveyard, though, and affecting your own with something. So I don't think this is a great choice to run Raise Dead. Backup plans, make it so that your main plan works out best and you don't need a backup plan. That's my kind of building, but I'm also someone who, I will admit, I kind of run into like a bullheaded, aggressive approach to deck building. So I don't usually run backup plans because I would rather make my main plan work better than need a backup, which sometimes is right, sometimes it isn't. So you gotta recognize that in your place. And so I would move that. I would not run a backup plan, but Harbinger here. Deploy her. Target character on the battlefield becomes exhausted for 2 turns, an 8/8 for 5. Stat-wise, horrible card. Effect-wise, pretty damn useful. Raise Dead might be a sideboard card, I agree with that, but I would not run this in the main, especially not 2 of them. Undisturbed Necropolis, this is a solid card for the deck. When an enemy character dies, create a 4/4 undead in your graveyard. At the end of the next turn, raise it to your support zone. Funny. This can get out of hand fast. This is sick, because you just get more tokens, you get those 4/4s out. Does exactly what your game plan is. You're running out at 2, this needs to be at 3, I think. Just so you see it consistently. This is a card that I'm not a big fan of. Die Another Day here. Your Fortress health and morale can't drop below 1 this turn. Remove any other copies from everywhere. It buys you a turn, but like, what does a turn do? You make more tokens? I don't feel this card, and especially not in this deck. This is a definite pullout for me. Quarantine Break, create 8 2/2 zombies. This is great. They become exhausted for 2 turns. Recall, this card says 16 2/2s on its own. It's pretty crazy. Purge the Unworthy. This is a very funny ability here, and I agree entirely with game running, or with Fang running this. Whenever a card in play is removed, you get 17% on a mission. When it's completed, each enemy character enters the deployment zone area. They've been exhausted for 2 turns. This should be at 3. Urge unworthy. And we're almost done the initial look at here. Arbitrator here. 16/16 for 8. Pay 3 to the player. If you do, remove at the start of combat. Flying. When she's deployed, enemy characters don't cause effects to trigger. Solid enough card. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it ends up working. I think here is a 2 of. I think this would just be a spicy 1 of. Talk to me about this one thing. I'm curious. 2 Deafened Heavens here. Destroy all non-token characters or destroy all token characters. This should be at 3. So what I would do immediately, let's pull out Equilibrium. Let's pull out Banish. Let's pull out, let's put Precautionary down to 2 for right now. I don't know what Skittering Tide's really doing for us too much in this, even though I guess it's still solid in here, but it's not like great. We'll go up to Soldier Purity, up Taxera, down Kali, down Extended. 1 Heaven's Assistance, no Raised Deads. Harbinger 2 is fine. 3 Undisturbed Necropolis, minus these. Purge up to 3. Let's get rid of Arbitrator. Let's bring Deafened Heaven up 1. I don't know about Buried Below. Guess it's fine as a 1-drop. I think that I don't think Skittering's right for this deck. I would rather... So, I think I am feeling a particular thing in here is I am a large fan of Tempest, but we don't have the command zone spots for it, which is a rough situation here. And I don't think pulling out a Aletta is the right answer, because this gives us a lot of utility here with our yard and feeds into Taxera. We want to see a Taxera ASAP as soon as we can, and we want to see the removal there. So I think these 3 commanders are pretty untouchable right now. And maybe I'm not feeling Carrion Creeper. And I'm always a fan here of Tempest in this sort of Angel spam deck. Ariel might not be it. We're cutting Guns of Goliath down to 2. What do you think of instead Fight In Another Day? Putting in Mysterious Box of Wonder. This is what I would do. This gives you an ability to repeatedly do the effect. Uriel and a Creeper for 2 Tempests? Yeah, I think that's right. I don't know if I like Creeper in here. I'm pulling out Creeper for right now. I might pull up Buried Below, too. And I'm going to say 2 boxes just to replace those. Uriel, I'm not feeling at 3. This is a unique that doesn't advance our primary game plan. I don't think... Maybe... I don't see it. I'm pulling her up right now. We're trying to get this down to our 1 game plan going at it. Born is good, but I don't know if it's quite so good in this deck here. But it does give us a card that goes away early. But let's go up to Tempest. Tempest here we're running because it just ends up going well with the Angel spam that we're going with. I think you still get enough Angels. Maybe you don't. You still have Corns. Let's put 1 Uriel back in here. Let's keep 1. One Uriel, maybe 2. Let's try 2 and see where we get. Cautionary. I would rather we're low on 2-drops right now. We killed the 2-drops, so let's take a look here. Let me see. And we want sleep. Oh, 2-drops. So this is, of course, not as I want to just mention this to you, Fang. This is not to be like you have to run this list or you're bad or whatever. I think your list is perfectly fine too. I'm just wanting to go and show how I would build this to give you a different perspective on how people handle situations. Fight another day can go. I would rather go up another box. But let's see here. Kind of bloodthirsty, dude. Gets pretty nasty. Swings in. Does some good damage here. Maybe we put that at 3. I'm just putting it in there for the time being. We'll decide if that's the right choice later. And is there anything I think we're missing? Boop, boop, boop. Maybe let's just put it at 1 for right now, just as a test. Champion's Herald's more for big costs. I love Forerunner, but this isn't the right deck for it. Immolated. I love Raziel. This isn't the deck for it. Tempest does some work here. Let's look at our 2-drops. We have Assimilator. We have Singularity. Angel's Bane. Bloodthirsty. No. Pull the Graves, no. Furious, no. Infectious Zombie is funny, but no. 1 second. Monster Hunt. I feel like Monster Hunt does. Does this? When Texera leaves combat, if she survived. Am I right in thinking that this still enter, but it will destroy the creature? Texera will survive guaranteed now? I am curious to know that with Monster Hunt. Put Monster Hunt at 2 for right now, just in case. I want to see how that works for things. What about Champion's Herald? Why? What needs to be made cheaper? Our Uriels that are at 3? We have no high costs there. So I see very little use to do this. Very little use for this card. I want to hear what you have for ideas for that one. I think that would be... Yeah, I'm curious of Monster Hunt. Like, that would be really cool if that's the case. Let's put Monster Hunt at 3 for the time being, and we'll do a test on that. I'm not sold on Blurred Blow. I don't think that's the right choice. I think, though, our 3-drops are too crowded. I don't think... Real at 2, maybe. Asiel at 2. I don't like Heaven's Assistance. We're cutting it. Harbinger. I'm not sold on a Harbinger because I'd rather get our consistent Purge the Unworthy off. But this does kind of delay things for the time being, for that time. But Death in Heaven's funny. Let's go to our top end. That's a whole other deck is the thing. Like, you're designing for a separate deck. I don't think this deck... My idea is I'm drilling down on how do we make Taxera as good as possible here. And that's my goal right now. And so by reducing the cost of a 3-drop to a 2-drop isn't a big impact in my opinion, especially when it's consistent needing another card to do so. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I don't remember which tournament it was, but I do remember that, and you did really good that day. So, is there anything we're missing? Okay, I was thinking about it. I need to read a card here, which is she? So, I have a question for you. Guns of Goliaths or Luca Ascended? I think I'd run Luca Ascended every time. It's creates a 6/6 body. All angels gain the +2. Guns of Goliath, I think, is like, yeah, it's an ability, but like I think Luca just does the job better. I just gotta do a quick look through everything here to figure out if there's anything that we're kind of missing. Mortal Sufferer or Cure. Immortal's so good. Whole deck is below 5 too. Every single target is hit by Cured Immortal. And that's not as Luca and Mechanicals, no one dead. Oh, let's just pull it all out then. Pumps are overrated. Good enough, thank you. That's why we do this. I want to see something yet, which would be Cured Immortal instead. Yeah, Guns of Goliath targets all, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'm curious to see if I get proven wrong here. Kira. +3/+3 for deploying Kira with reach. 3/3 isn't quite the right number. Yeah, we're thinking about it. We're seeing where it goes here from the letter change. Overload as a counter spell if only paid the 3 cost. I'm not a big fan of counter spell. Yeah, Guns is very slow, and you need to be Guns of Goliath is a very much what I would consider a win more card, in that when the card is good, you're already in a position where you're probably winning. Like, this isn't always the case, of course, but I feel like generally if you're in a position where Guns of Goliath is going to give you the win, you probably were already winning. Why aren't we running Grave Rob? I don't know why we're not running Grave Rob. That's a simple one. I've completely overthought that. Let's pull out the Bloodthirsty Dad. Not feeling that one. Corn. I think I would rather put in a better 2-drop potentially than Corn. I don't know if Tempest is right either for this deck. You know, yeah, let's see. Let's just dramatically rethink things for a second here. And where would... Sleepers. Sleepers is such a weak early game. I know it's like a building up and building up for it, but it's like, ugh. Hoping Parasite does give us a funny combat trick. Okay, let's just switch this over there for a second. Let's grab this. So, Tempest is different now, and we need 5 other angels. So, like, Horn is 2. Cassiel, Texera, Ariel. I don't want to try finding room for Law, but I'm not quite sure on what to do for it. I feel like we're going to move up a precautionary measures. If this is our game plan, we want this to be up higher. And this actually at 3 does make Buried Below better. The point I think where it might be worth it. It gives us an early game. We're not really seeing other good early game. I think you were right on that decision. Not quite sold on the typical Corn, Tempest, Aerial plan. Okay, right now we have it at 44 out of 40. I'm not... Let's bring down to 2 Harbinger. Bring down to 1 Aerial. Bring down 1 Soldier Appeared, 2 Soldier Appeared. Use 2 Soldier Appeared, use 2 Grave Robs, and that gets us down to 40 for the time being. Yeah, let's see here. Let's jump into a queue. Wow, that took a while. Okay. Hope it kind of helps to get a little bit of a different perspective on how people do deck building there. We'll see what we can get going on for a game now. We shall see what's going on here. We're just gonna jump into the constructed queue. Fang, if you're around, do you have a Nero deck? Do you want to play the opposite mirror matchy? Not mirror matchy, but the opposite day. We're wearing each other's sweaters right now with that. Oh, games of a game. Okay. Oh, needs coffee. That's so good. I have to own this one. I'm not gonna switch over for it because I love the one I have, but I have to own it. Yeah, and we'll do a test there, and then we'll go back into it. By the way, I'm up at 10th now. Fang is still ahead of me, though. Great work, Fang. Mar, okay. So let's see here how we feel about this. Spirit Guide does the same thing we're doing. Yikes. Am I happy with this hand? Try it. You have a mod in your deck? Nice. We didn't want the second purge. So that might mean that second purge does need to go. Let's just get this Galhan out of here. Oh, Roar hits R. Oh wait, I have flying. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god, I'm an idiot right now. That was silly. I'm silly. So that would be 4, so let's not do that. Oh, 2 soldier purities. So no cards in the yard yet is a problem. We got flying. Let's just fly over it. We played Ride and Wrath. Brutal. That's 1 card in the yard. So I'm feeling like we're a little odd on our curve still here. That's fine though. Let's put out our soldier. So the thing is what we're getting messed up by this Spirit Guide a bit too, because we won't be able to get our initial like big effects out. We're seeing a lightning blast here. Roar, fine. Yeah, this isn't quite right yet on this curve. Quarantine break. And there's no more cards in the yard. Like, this is so focused on this strat that, like, without throwing more things to our opponent's grave, we're in a little rough position. So we might need to consider that as an option. Let's quarantine break. Get some tokens. Ashes, fine. Okay, let's run the experiment. Nah, yeah, we're just experimenting here. Let's see here. Let's bring back our soldier appearity. And we're going to see how this works. Let's see if Taxera triggers. I think it should. Stone's annoying. We might lose this Taxera before it comes up. It enters combat, leaves combat if she survived. So it enters. Hunt. Heat wave, we lose all our zombies. See though, does this get 4? We might not get her. Yeah, we don't get in combat. Mar, we're testing a thing. That's y'all. So this game's over, by the way. Let's just resign this one. Yeah, we're out of that game by that point. That's too much control. Mara is in the casual queue. Laughing. Okay. So let's move down. We already got 2 soldier purities. Ooh, I did battle odds. Let's move down to 2 Taxeras. Let's move down to 2 Death in Heavens again. Move down to 2 Purge. Let's bring in a bit more early game. Build the Graves is interesting. I wish it targeted both of us. I think it's not worth going double into that. Evolving might be good. Let's see here. Oh, Champion's Herald Stride is what you brought up. I feel like that's not quite right still. Well, we played against one of the best players, and it made me think that we have to counterspell. I don't want to be counterspell. Champion's Companion does haste things out better. That's an interesting thought, but I think it's too heavy investment. Gabriel could slow our opponent down some. I love Gabriel. I know you do. Put down to 2 counterspells. Let's put in a Gabriel. So Strength of Leadership says Taxera gains +8/+8 and 2 extra zombies. That's gains 8/8 and play 2 extra zombies does feel like a potential. So let's just add 3 for right now. Let's see. I think actually let's add 2. Like 2. But it is fighting over precautionary measures where it's +X, so 9. I'll end a turn. This doesn't keep her alive as well, but also... Let's test this. Let's see. Jump into Q. Please, not one of them. And yeah, we're also running into that issue where, like, if your opponent's not naturally feeding you Nero cards and like things like that in the graveyard, that we saw that we needed more ways to get cards into their yard. Of which, what cards do we know of that put cards into the graveyard? Opponent's cards. What mill options do we have? Oh no, Mar. Okay, let's try this again. Letta, Evolving, Rita. Okay. This will be pretty nasty again, but... God, Terra Lich. Carrion Crawler does give us an early game target, like what you were considering earlier. Bury, fill the graves. Isn't Bury just for your own? Which does work well with this strat, but... this turn, we don't get to do anything. We need more 2-drops as well. I feel like our curve is a little awkward. Yeah. That's okay. Well, we're working on it. Okay, so we are getting double bolted on our angel or soldier. That's awkward. Mar, though, is one of the people that I know can do this. Bury's Warpath. Yeah, it's not played against Enya unless you want to. Because I feel like we have a pretty good idea of what Enya ends up doing. Let's, though... Okay, we're going to see removal on Taxera. Let's increase Taxera up. Because we're going to see something happen. Nope, we didn't. Fill the graves, yeah. Let's just Taxera out. We got 3 off that Taxera. What's in our yard? We have a soldier purity. What are we seeing? 2 Taxeras is a bit annoying. Let's redirect Cassiel and let's Tempest. Tempest. Where do we Taxera? Let's Tempest Taxera. Lifeless battlefield, funny. We trade in for a bunch of little guys. That's fine. Oh, we lose Tempest because of the lifeless battlefield play that turn. That's a little annoying. Not gonna get any value off of that. I have no pump or Taxera right now. Cassiel Soldier? Sure. We'll get our Taxera going out here first. Ordered perfectly here. Mar knows exactly what he's doing. Perfect deploy blocking. That's so nice to see. I'm so not used to running not a very aggressive like graveyard decks because I'm like, oh, I got extra resources that I can't really use. Game, are you around still? Can you deal with that, or do I have to sign into my Twitch? I'll sign into it. Yep, I know. I'm getting to it. There we go. And let me clear this. Restream block list. There we go. Okay. Strength and Unity. Okay. Let's try this out. Let's see if we're successful. We have initiative, luckily. Okay, you are in game. Yeah, I got it. Game. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, patient 0. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. We are so in brutal. Lifeless is hard. This is gonna be a concession soon. Okay, so I think we're seeing some issues here, though. Mars being a great testing partner and showing some things. Like, we haven't gotten a single swing far. Oh, we just lose Mar. Okay, Taxera, okay. Oh, Fane Stones. Yeah, this game's over. We're just conceding out of this. We're not getting any data from that board. Mar, go to competitive. They don't play competitive, do they? Oh, no, they have been. Yeah, right. It's tournaments they don't play in as often. Okay. So what am I feeling here? That was not the best example of things. But I'm not sold on Corn. I'm not sold on Tempest. I'm not sold on Uriel then. Go up to another Gabby. Let's go up Strength Leadership. Let's go up a Counterspell. Let's go up a Mysterious Box. We don't have any early game now, so let's figure out what we can do for that. Um, Death in Heaven's really, it's like very meh for us, I feel. Quarantine Break does funny things. Maybe let's discard this. Let's make a variant of this now. Go into 1. Okay. I'm not feeling the Corn, Tempest, Ethereal build currently. Let's go up to Soldier of Purity, and let's potentially consider changing out one. What is Taxera's Devotion? 1, 1, 1, 1. No, it's not that it's more complicated. It's I already knew that this was a complicated one. We're playing against the top ranked player in the game. And we're playing a deck that right now doesn't have the toolboxing. Because we're trying to test the core strategies. Like, I haven't been able to, even though I've done it multiple times, to get a Taxera swing in with Monster Hunt, even though I've tried it multiple times. It's just, we're playing against a very good player right now. Is a big part of it. Zealous Protector does work. But we're also weirdly heavy on our early game. Let's go down to 2 Quarantine. Let's go down to 2 Undisturbed. Let's knock this down a bit. Let's go into our low cost here. Bury gives us option. Braid Blow does the work. Carrion, not sold. Forerunner at 3. We also haven't seen a Grave Rob yet. Let's go up at Grave Rob, and I'm going to try something very different here. Why Raziel? Killing Raziel. Just it's a card that takes the initial burden of the first piece of removal out of our opponent's like book. Maybe too zealous. We want to see Soldier Purity often, but we also have the Grave Rob, so we have plenty of effects that get rid of cards in their yard. Because we need cards in our yard for it all to fire off. Strengths of Leadership looked like it worked well. 2 Gabbies is a 1. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But it doesn't help our primary game plan, so I'm not going to increase it yet. It's just a potential. Okay, let's jump in the queue and let's see if we get marred. So why I'm saying Raziel here is that it just ends up being an early game 1-drop that we can play 1, and it just... The opponent has to have an answer for Raziel eventually, right? And we're gonna, instead of having the Command Zone Angel, we're just gonna see if Grave Rob and the Soldier in deck will be enough or not, because we're kind of a little too in on that right now. To the point where we're suffering elsewhere, because if we're not getting the primary game plan off, we're not getting anywhere. Fang, let's go. Good luck, Fang. Oh, hey. Nero deck. Candistraw, nice. Let's mulligan this one. Not ideal mulligan. Okay. I'm gonna see a Nero here on the Thrall. We didn't want that. We're still drawing fairly badly at this deck. It doesn't quite have that, like, refined draws yet. Honorable mention, perfect. Honorable farewell. You see here where our Raziel's doing his work. Free drop. So precautionary is a little awkward because we have to like play Taxera and then like not play Taxera. We're just gonna put Taxera on the bench. You see, you had to pacify Raziel for 1 drop. You just spent 3 resources just to get him, and now he's still getting bigger. You see a Risen. Precautionary has to be RER. That's the biggest annoyance. Precautionary is not a 3 of, I feel. The fact that we can't target our opponent's yard, it's only ours. Oh, we have 4, yeah. Well, let's run the experiment. Oh, no, not like that. Let's see here. Nope, you moved into the wrong zone. No. Oh, well. That's fine. Oh, micro, okay. Fine. Micro Ref Research is cool. I like it. Okay, we have 1 card on your yard, but it's not a... There we go, soldier. So we're noticing that the missing the soldier hurts, right? Go Ladder of the Rage. Feels weird not to run a Ladder, though. He's just good, solid character. Dust to dust here. One card in yard still. Let's see if I regret this decision. I regret this decision. Yeah, no, regret it. I did it first and didn't lock it in. We have no Taxera during this time. Now we got things in our yard. Good. Nero's come out. Grave Rob. There we go. That's sick. There we go. Let's see. Okay. That's okay. That's not the threat. Boom. There we go. We're so almost dead, though. But the game plan worked there. Now it's surrounding it with things that work. This is once per turn. I guess the fact that this Aletta does cost so much to tap is a bit of a problem. But like we need these characters in the yard for our precautionary. That's huge. Excuse me. In front for one, nice. Let's over-invest in this. And we're going to get re-hit by a removal spell, and we're going to cry. Yeah, we're going to cry. So, GG's. We need to give her barrier. Like, that's so much. That was an over-investment, though, right? But we're testing. Oh, we just go text her that way. We lose the long game. No, I should be attacking, but... So, we are running out of cards, too. Oh, okay. Lightning Blast, okay. Logic Virus on our Undisturbed. Doesn't steal locations. It's weird that it allows you to target it. It's kind of annoying. Up, up. Okay. Push again. Oh, defense, okay. That's fine. Did the thing, my bad. No, it's okay. Let's just draw. Oh, beautiful. Ah, pros, okay. And there we go. GG's. Okay, we proof of demoed that as something there, but we're still exposing some weaknesses here. What did you think, Fang, from what you saw? Yeah, GG's. We got there. Yeah, good Grave Rob is. Oh, geez, Grave Rob did work. Monstrant down to 2. Precautionary down to 2. See how nasty it feels though when it's like again with Nero and you're just like, you don't get any Risens. It hurts. It hurts so much. It was cool. I actually like that. You were playing around with some cards that I've definitely messed around with before. Thought it was really good. I'm honestly not even sure if either Aletta is the right choice right now. I might be more aggressive on like what I play and play early game off the command zone. Does that make sense? Like we might move into a it's an Enya Oblivion. Oh geez, I'm lucky that I ended the game fast enough. Like, where is he? I think we need to flex. What gives us barrier that we have? Relic Veil, Fortress gets barrier. Okay, no. We need to flex. We need to protect our combo. Thank you, Gaben. Me, Gabe Newell. Forerunner of the Champions. Good. Raziel, good. Aletta switch over. Let's read Aletta's and see. Getting Creeper Command Zone to Grave. It doesn't feel like it's enough things here, but let's read Immortal Sufferer again. Remove a character from your graveyard, creates a 4/4 undead. Is removed if it... If I was going down on precautionary measures, I might consider that. Let's go back up to 3 precautionary. Let's go up to 3 counterspell. I don't think Quarantine Break is actually a good card in this deck. I'm going to pull out Quarantine Break. Angel's Protection. I don't even remember that card. Preemptive Untouchable. Yeah, it is just better. Thank you. Honestly, might run 6 of those effects. They're just to protect the combo. Not run Gabriel right now. Rather go up maybe a Zealous. No, let's not go up a Zealous. Let's keep it like that for a second. Okay, let's see here. I guess we'll jump into... No, let's not jump into Mutated Q. It's going to mess up data. Let's see who we run into. Undisturbed does what we want. That's a big thing about... Loving Grave Rob. Grave Rob is gas here. Recycle is so good. Why aren't we running Recycle? I think we just need Recycle. Go down 1 box. Let's go down to 2 precautionary. Recycle though? No, Recycle isn't as good as I think it is. Because of the fact that we're banishing our own stuff. Trophy Noble doesn't matter. Here, let's just look at... Ring does buy us time. Go back to this. Yeah, let's go back up to 3 precautionaries. That's one of our game plans. Let's jump up this queue. And game against Fang. Good luck, Fang. And we're against the same build here. The thing is good early game is not in the schedule for sleepers. It's like their weakness, like weak point, right? It's like disease zombie. Okay, we really want to see that card to mill our own yard. Ah, we did run precautionary. That's where Recycle would be nice, but That might be over-investing into the grand strategy of things too much. I think I like this more, though, with the Cassio strat than the going horizontal angel strat. We go horizontal with the zombies, not with the angels. Displacement. Okay. That is preemptive. Okay. How long is it for? 2 turns. Okay. You had to use this nice piece of disruption for that, right? I'm gonna get rid of this risen that's there, but until next turn, we can do some hijinks. Yeah, we wanted that precautionary. Hero eats the risen. Oh, geez. Have a great night, game. Thanks for hanging out. It was great seeing ya. Hope you have a good one. It's free. It's not. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not play into a mass deck. I know it's not a mass staff turn, but here we go. Counter spell. Boom. Your attempted removal on it did not work. And pop. I don't know if we need this many tax arrows right now. I feel like we're flooded on tax arrows. Let's... We need to advance our game state. Oh, we didn't see a mass staff. We saw Winds of War, though, instead. Nope, we didn't see that. We saw a... No more heroes. Okay. Oh, that happened. Ow. I think we might need to red deflects too. this out of here. Oh, beautiful. So like this Aletta would have been useful here because we have so much extra. The other Aletta would be more useful than this. But annihilate. Yeah, research. Not annihilating the box. This would have been a turn I would have loved to have brought back Cassiel potentially. Ah, there's the Nero. Okay. Nope, don't attack Sarah. So Nero does the trick here. Once Queen is good here. Ow. Getting somewhere here. We definitely are getting somewhere. Feeling good about this. Ah, the logic virus on the box, and there's the infect. Okay, yeah, so that's the big problem is, like, especially when we're facing against, like, Cult here, is that we're having a hard time resolving those. Oh, we got an Aletta back. Welcome back, Aletta. Okay, does she exhaust? She does. Let's bring back, Xera. Draw. here. Ox on Taxera. No. That's fine. That's why we didn't go into it this turn. That's annoying now. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this has to be cards in play for Purge. Purge is a dead card for us, I think, right? Wait. Oh, that activates before Angel's Protection does? Oh, no. Oh, Cassio's in here. Cool. Yeah, we're pulling out Purge. It's good, but it's rough that it has to be something from in play. It's not going to come up often enough with this strat, at least. The different variant of this deck, it does matter. Ooh, that's a big defense there, and that's a strikes. Ow. Ow. Why'd you do that to me? Are we drawing this game? I don't think so. I think you win this one. 51. Hmm. This going net? No, it's still not there. I don't think we win this game. No, that's not what we need. No, not enough. Not enough. Okay, we're getting closer. Good game out here, Fang. This was fun. Our morale is super low. And GG's. You got there. Yeah, it's purged. And this build doesn't work enough. Oh, look at all that coming back. Oh, that Jade Witch was exactly what you needed. Aletta did work there, by the way. Aletta did absolute work there. However, Purge the Unworthy has to go. More cards here. I wanted to have Deflect for an extra 2 Angel's Protections. Yeah, once you took over the box, you basically had the game from that point there. It was like, you just had the removal at every turn for it. I think the key one is that you Jade Witched. Jade Witch was the key play, in my opinion. The fact that got out is before I could preempt it and give the buff. That was just nasty. Okay, let's do a review here. Buried Below is working. Angel's Protection is working. Forerunner, it did work. It's funny with the Taxera. It gives us early game plays. Grave Rob, fantastic. Monster Hunt. Haven't really gotten Monster Hunt to fire yet, but I see where it's really useful. Deflect, fantastic. We put good on a 1 Monster Hunt and up at 1 more, which Deflect. So we guarantee our combo more. Here's box. Isn't there another counter? No effect, right? Isn't there another one that does it too? You don't have the cards to manage that. Yeah, Jade Witch was huge there. Aletta did work there, though. I like that. A little harder to get online, like it's a little later, but it gave us a lot of inevitability. Grave Rob was nutty. Grave Rob and Strength of Leadership have been pretty solid so far. Cautionary Measures is good too. This is a lot of hoops to jump through, but it is working in this design. I like Cassiol and Zealous. I like Harbinger. Keep that at 2 Monster Hunts, just in case. I want to still test that out and see if it works. Alright. What else do I see here? I do like Drag Down as a potential in here. This is... Undisturbed Necropolis is been good, but it's also not quite the primary game plan. Here, I'm gonna go on break for a little bit here. I realize I've been going for almost 2 hours yapping. This has been fun working on this deck. Let's practice here in a bit more here. I'll see y'all in a couple minutes. All right, let's get back to it, shall we? How's it going? Hey, good to see y'all. We've been building this deck today with Fang here. This is a Texera build. Let's see. You're saying Warpath for Angel of the Garden. Uh, let's just move the Aziel over to first. There's the Angel of the Garden. Preemptive X ability card. Oh. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think that's enough, though. It is good. I think if we didn't have to go into a devotion for it, it'd be fine. But let's see. Good. Rage just deals damage. Love Ancient Egg, but it's not the right play. Brutality is good here, and it is a cheaper version of Strength of Leadership for us. Denial magic is an option. I'm not seeing enough here to make me be like, oh, let's do it. But it's been fun though. I'm enjoying this deck. Let's do a little scooping up, shall we? It's the right first. Means I like your deck. Yeah. What do we have in here that's 2 purity? Yeah, we should select Rift Portal as our back. What is 2 purity in here? Strength of leadership is, but would be pulling that out. Precautionary measures. Counterspell is. Forerunner. So would be having to replace a lot of our buff things, which we do gain in Warpath. Let's just jump down. Yeah, let's see. Constructed Red Blade. Oh boy. Oh, okay. King Sleeper's Warpath here. Terrifying. And this hand is interesting. I'm okay with this. Oh, we have 3 things to do. Let's shuffle. Buried, okay. I like this hand a bit more. I wish we had one of those counter spells instead of like Harbinger, but we'll have to look at Warpath buffs. Take a look at Warpath Fang actually here in the next bit, and let's see if we can find enough that might work for it. The bunny. We lost attacks there. Rob, that's kind of annoying. That's worst. Oh, there's our 3rd. Characters are in yards. 2, but technically only 1. Soldier Purity. Nope, drag down here. That's fine. We trade out with Bunny. Vulcan. Second Precautionary, a little rough. Wait one more turn for the Ellis. So if this deflect was angels, would be fine, but it's bad. Big guy. Poker. It gets bigger from the soldier. Alright, that's not enough. That though. And no, we're 1 off. Gonna get in right. Two creatures in ground. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so the problem here with precautionary is we're gonna lose our risen. That's fine now. That we're turning our risens into 4/4s. Great, but it's not the worst. Give her another effect. Oh, lifeless against us. Where's your problem? Quite enough here. Might trade out this box. Just play the box. Ow. There are zombies. I think pretty soon, yeah, we'll send you back this deck list, Fang, and you can give it a go. Maybe I'll play a Nero deck against it, and you'll see how well you fare against it. Fucks up. Lifeless is so good against us. We might need to run Consecration. I think that we've been getting blockers here too. Red Blade's been getting blockers against the big Taxeras, bro. What gives us over? You are right on that. We just raw draw one. Trade out the box. Let's trade out the second box. Forerunner. Okay. Take it. Oh, there's some snipers. Okay. Ow. And we use our zombies. Give us a counterspell or a protection. One more trade. Box. Get this guy out of here. Got it. Okay. We lost our box. Okay. We'll get 3 tokens out of that. Lifeless is. Oh, we would have won this game without this lifeless. So I'm getting a little bit more of the Champion's Herald idea now. If it keeps Taxera at 2, that is nice. I will definitely admit that. But I still think it might be a little too cute still. But it is definitely something. Oh, there we go. All of you come out to play. There's a big boy. Okay, that's a threat. Oh well, we get there. GG's, Red Blade. Oh, tough opponent. That worked though. Yes, we were playing against sleepers, so we were messing with their discard, their graveyard. Herald of forwards. Remember what Cheryl does. Move 5 cards from the opponent's graveyards when it deals damage to the fortress fort. A 7 drop though, that's so out of our reach for our thing. But it is a potential 1 of in our. Let's put 1 in the time being. But like that's a grave rob just with a body on it, right? But like 1 is fine. But like more than that, no. And then the other one you're suggesting was Hudson. Oh, I don't see it. It's Angel. Oh, that's used. But you know what I mean? Consecrating. Well, that's only locations. Not bad. It has to enter combat? No, there's no way that's better. Yeah, consecration is way better. Go down to 1 box. We got cursed on that box, but let's go down to 1 monster. Still don't know if this strat works. Go down to 1 extra. Gotta go. Need 1 curved. Go back up to 2. I think you're referring to Cheryl there? Yeah, having 1 Cheryl I think is fine, but like this is such a specific conditioning, and it's just... I don't think it's... What do you think of Raziel, by the way? Here, Raziel here. Have you been liking seeing what he does here? Okay, let's give another go against Red Blade. He's probably switched up decks. Yep. hulking sniper right away. So let's Forerunner instead. Here, am I happy with this hand? It's fine. Also triple Warpath, so concentrate our hand. That's good. It wasn't a hulking sniper, okay. Back here. Ah, okay. Enters of Taxera. Ruins of an Ancient Civilization. I don't remember that one. Ah, so they fight it. Funny. Of course we're getting cursed for that. And this sniper's gonna get our dude here. We have initiative, we do. It was silly. Concentration. That's it. As heal someone like Chlor, but a flyer, you do like it. Nice. Yeah, he's very similar to Chlor, so it's a similar role. Bring back our Taxera. We need Taxera. It's 5, that's fine. Oh, we draw into the Taxera. There's a happen. Oh no. Hey, world. We lose a lot. We lose cautionary counter spell right now, but we don't lose a ton. So it is a possibility that we can do that. Supplies. Let's get rid of some of these supplies. I'm good. I think we just lose this one, unfortunately. We kind of drew poorly here. This was not a great hand. That ended up being a great hand. And that's still, like, new deck issues where we don't quite get, like, everything going and flowing in that, like, just sense that it feels right. Let's look at the Warpath splash. Actually, that's not what we wanted. So this is the issue. This is the first time that I've been wanting a way, like with the Angel, the Soldier, to get some things going. But we do have the precautionary, so let's think. Oh, fireworks outside. Oh, it's into almost Canada Day, but I know that doesn't matter. Oh, we got flooded out on Taxeras. Koro is a problem. That Koro is going to come out here. I forget by the Aletta, but like doesn't help us. Go offensive. Bring in. Not Aletta though. No, it's still Aletta. Yeah, Koro came out. Too many Taxeras sometimes, you know. Okay, that gives us next turn. Let's Forerunner, I guess. Cam. Cassiol. Nah, they don't get Cassiol. That's fine. Let's. Put a blocker out though for this first one. Raving Rabbit. Big fight against Taxera, okay. Turtle and we're dead. Oh, that thing got huge. Okay. Got it. Got it. Wall of the Dead, eh? Oh, let's take a look. Let's make a variant of this. Taxi area. Okay. So you're saying pristine world ruins. Let's look up ruins first. Not this. Let's just switch this over to some more path command. I don't know which. I'll take sniper. Well, it's strength of leadership. Let's pull out cautionary. Counterspell. Counterspell kind of stuff. Okay, everything else is legal. So you're suggesting. Well, first let's look at this Wall of the Dead. Wall of the Dead. For each 4 points of combat dealt to your fortress, from your graveyard is removed and that damage is. Oh, it's 6 though. Okay, let's tuck one in for the time being. That is interesting. Let's see. You're saying pristine world. That's pristine world. Cool. Enemy artifacts. Location. Cards in the graveyard. Oh, jeez. So expensive, but we'd probably put in 1 for funsies. I don't think I'd run that card normally, but let's shot here. A character deals combat damage to your fortress. Remove the character at the end of turn. It returns to play at the end of next turn and you create a 4/4 Interesting. Especially when we consider the 6 here. I don't know if we can run that card anymore. Yeah, no, that's a 2 devotion to do that. Okay, so we gained back our counterspell by running Angel of the Garden. This would be a much slower build now at this point for this. What this is going to end up being. Get rid of 2 to flex. Put a box. Let's find our buff spell. Our character gets +8/+8 until end of turn. That's a 3 of. That's just our replacement for that one. Fight is good remove. Guard does work, but it's not a good card. Primal Rage doesn't. Or your character gains Unstoppable. Put the top 7 cards of your deck into your graveyard, baby. That at 3 right now. Yeah, counter spells at 2 purity, but we regain it by running, not Cheryl, by Angel of the Garden. So we basically regain it. Just it's a harder one to cast. I still love brown berries. Team does give us Unstoppable during the key turn, which is a little better, I think, than this Unstoppable. Try 2 key. Oh, Unstoppable? It does damage to the next character. Ah, yeah, no, it does damage to the next character, not just Wreckful Walrus is better than Consecrate for us. We can use Strikes When Struck now. Another Zealous Protect. It's a temporary. Yeah. I'm trying to see if we have something that can give us a buff or delete things. But yeah, Hulking Sniper's a temporary. Like, because of Brutality, if there's another replacement for Brutality, we might. Dragon Call or something. Yeah. I don't know if we're getting enough here. Hey, look, it's Red Blade. Let's put Angel of the Garden here for right now. You are pretty close. Pretty right. That one, I think, being okay. Let's put it as a Warpath devote. Influence is funny. That does mess with our Undisturbed as another. I don't want to go down to Axair and deck into one in hand, but try it. Go down to one. Let's do Eric first. I don't think she's doing it here. I think we pull a Cheryl now. I think we're milling ourselves enough. Oh wait, we're not. The self-mill isn't useful anymore. Self-mill is not useful. This build. I'm like yelling about, right? We'll give this a shot with the Warpath. I'm not sold on it. Oh, welcome back, Faye. What are we gaining here? We're gaining Pristine World is a funny thing. I don't know if I like Pristine World much, so we're just gonna fight at one. Ruins of an Ancient Civilization I do think is fun. Angel of the Garden is sick. So. Wall of the Dead here. Yes, it does. Okay, let's go up to 2 wall. Let's go up to 3 wall. Let's test it out. Yeah, for sure. I've been saving some of them as different copies, so you'll have a little record of it. Let's try this one now. I hope it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I've definitely been enjoying it. Alright, we got a game against. Dang near. We lost a lot. Oh no, we lost a lot of aggression. Trade lows aren't good anymore either. Trade low. more brutal. Oh boy. Ow, that was a bad bird. Bombard on us, that's fine. Double bombard on this, on Texera. World, this is too expensive now. I think this dilutes it too much, but let's give it a go. Up at the feeble on our risen. Okay. Oh, that gets eaten by our strikes. All to dead. This is ratios. Texera, and hope we draw into one of the pump spells. Angel Guard's so cool, though. Wish we could use her side of the 4-path build. Five surveillance. Cannon fire clears our board. X hero tech. There's an Texera. Thank you. Don't have anything we can do except for Walrus. I think this is going back to the other build. I think the other build was the better one, but that's why I experiment. There we go. Oh, these both do the same thing. Oh, okay. Enough to get that going. Yeah, these cards are not just sitting in my hand. I'm not excited about them. Can get that Soldier of Purity out for next turn here. Sarah behind. Have you? Oh, we trade rid of Nero. I would gladly trade a board to get rid of Nero. Oh, beautiful. It's paid. Oh, I got the soldier. Okay. There we go. Scheme cooked. This isn't. These aren't working, but this general idea still is working. I like this angel being in the yard like that, or in the command zone like that. That is cool. It's very cool, and maybe we're running still. Let's hope we don't die to a random mass death here. That would be horrible. Oh, rescue, okay. And almost there. 399. I think we have this one. Scared. Calamity. Okay, that hurts. Ow. That's the problem with one attack Sarah. Okay. All use that easy. Correct. Straight out one of these. He's though also. Oh, there we go. Okay, Voracious just eats our board. Okay, gross. Now we're in a bad position. Oh no. Oh, blue. This card's fine though. I think Ruins of Ancients. I have initiative? I don't. There's Bombard, there's Puppet. World doesn't take effect yet. There's the Bonk back. But yeah, I think this build though isn't quite enough. I don't think adding in Warpath helps us more than just doing the double sleepers. Okay, and we took it. GG's, Fang. Let's see though here. Let's pull out the Wall of the Deads. Team World was fine. I don't like this build as much. We're gonna I'll keep it for you if you want it, but I think it's much better for this version of it. As Exteria. Okay, let's see. Till the end of the next turn. Yeah, if Champion's Herald was a forever buff, it'd be different. Consecration down to 1. I don't feel like Cheryl's too high of a cost right now. I would rather go up on like Zealous Harbinger. Grave Rob is fantastic. I would be sitting there shuffling back Grave Robs all day. Let's put down these two, and let's put into not Gather Thoughts. I want Exteria. Terraria. Oh my god, yes. No, it was Terraria because Wisteria. That was the joke. I was even thinking about Terraria. Putting 2 recycles. If we go down a deflect for a recycle, we technically are doing okay because we can recycle our goodies. However, this... Where was it? The wall. Where's the wall? Wall of the Dead. Wall of the Dead is interesting. I almost like it more than Undisturbed, so let's try 1 Wall of the Dead. Yeah, I played more Starbound than Terraria, but I haven't played either of those games tons. Like maybe like 100 hours in Starbound, maybe like 10 in Terraria. I know that, and that's nothing for that game. Quarantine break felt really bad. Without a way to buff up everything for quarantine break, it didn't feel very good to me. Maybe, and I think that's a personal decision, but this card is a lot of value, but it's also just like, I'm iffy about it. But it does help for Wall of the Dead for sure. Oh, damn. That's some solid numbers there, Fang. Good luck, by the way. Fire here. I can do this in a couple different ways now. We're gonna do this way though. Okay, so we didn't get the buff of Taxera. That's unfortunate. What did I do wrong? I missed that. Oh, because untouchable. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. That was my mistake. Oops. Hold on to that for right now. That's good to know, though. There's advantage synergy there. I didn't realize that. I forgot. Oh, okay. Up the Feeble is a hard counter. Yep, that is. Once was clean, the wings for. Oh. No. Again. This just feels better, this build. For sure. That's quite right, though. Put that back in. Like one of those back in. Okay, we got rid of Nero. Good. This gives us enough, like, where we don't need to run those other cards to get a bunch of tokens in our yard for things. Like, we get enough tokens, I feel. I think Forerunner is a good play, though. I think Forerunner has been a really good one drop in here. Thank you. Only those. Let's read this up. I probably should have traded that out, but that's fine. That's a lot of Risms. Ah. Texera for Texera. Oh, did you double it? You doubled it. You. How could you do that to me? And yeah, after this, we'll call in the Sanctuary Social tonight, and I'll send you over this. Do you want the Warpath list too, Fang, or just this one? Ooh, yeah, that's game for sure. I have to play defensively now. Has to deal damage to the fortress. Take both if you don't mind. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're done for. Use. Oh yeah. We're boink boink. 10 hit. GG's. Yep, that does it. All right. GG's, Fang. Thank you, everyone. I hope that was fun just to see how we can take a deck and run it through and see how it develops. So next week I should be hosting for as well. It's during American Independence Day, so we're delaying the tournament and the season one until the week after that. So we'll see you all next time. Have a great one. Bye bye.